Hey, I'm back, and I developed scoliosis while editing this video. Anyways, welcome back to Genshin. No. A bunch of new shit got added, which means my old Genshin Impact nutshell video is now outdated. So I'm making a new one because I need views and the old one sucks balls. So anyways, like, subscribe, comment something for the algorithm, and enjoy the video.
No. Wait.
Alright, if you forgot, lost track, or simply just don't care about the story, I'll just sum up what happened so far. In a nutshell. Crash land on the road back. Enter the city of Wind. Stop a dragon from terrorizing the city. Watch the femboy use and get killed up by a woman. Enter the city of Earth. Get framed for the death of their god and become public enemy number 1. You want to reverse the feds by showing them the get out of jail free card given to you by Saul Goodman and signed by the Wonder Twins. Get betrayed by the associate imposter on Warlords. Fight the god that's still toxic after losing a 1v1 against the Earth god over 1,000 years ago.
God damn it!
Realize that the Earth god is just that random dude that you found at the funeral and watch him make the worst business decision you've ever made. Illegally cross the border to land of lightning. Get detained in the immigration center. Illegally escape detainment. Refuse to join the resistance. Join the resistance after doing some errands for a random woman. Find out your friend got kidnapped by the god that intends to steal his shiny rock. 1v1 the god to get your ass handed to you. Retreat to the Bikini Bottom and ally with Cocomelon. Witness the death of your friend Tepe and decide to go apeshit on the guy responsible. Find the guy with the comically large hat and accidentally activate his trap card. Get bailed out by a random fox woman and decide to storm the god's house. Find the one that kicked the femboy and 1v1 them. Win against her and watch her get absolutely obliterated. Get jumped by the god of lightning and rematch her. Win with the power of plots, friendship, and dreams and plot armor. And finally figure out that the fox woman made the second worst business decision you've ever seen. So, yeah, that's the story so far, before the Sumeru update. So let me tell you that story in just a little bit more detail. So after the events of Endgame, you decide your next best destination is Sumeru, the land of wisdom. So you go there, after having a Zoro moment, smoking some pot, seeing the wise mystical tree, and meeting a furry, you finally make it to Sumeru City. And immediately get sold in the Kasha terminal, which were basically those neural brain chips that Elon Musk was making, but obviously it was a bad idea. But anyways, after looking for about like 15 minutes, you figure out that no one really cares about their god except this random woman. But be careful, she might have schizophrenia and is seeing things. But that doesn't matter, because she's getting chased by mercenaries but hired by her parents because she ran away from home because she isn't allowed to go outside. So you lay low in a cafe and almost get fucking beheaded. But anyways, you continue to talk about the godless Lord Kusanali, but then that mercenary that almost kills us sends us to Port Ormos, where you do something at the black market to get some divine can knowledge, which might or might not tell you where Lesser Lord Kusanali is. But then you learn to sense people into insanity, so you leave and realize it's gonna be Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday in a couple of days. And the people hosting it are very happy because they aren't broke this time because they don't get funding by the government. But anyways, it gets cancelled because the government doesn't like Lesser Lord Kusanali, and as a punishment you get sent to the Matrix. And after a couple hundred cycles, you actually meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, who actually got something to hate it for some reason. She got banished there for being useless, but she gives you hints on how to escape because she tells you the actual truth, your head will blow up. Literally. But then you realize that it's just because someone's dreaming, and in Sumeru, it's illegal to dream. So then you decide to raid Rose Dream and kick them out. Anyways, after that, you find out that Captain is actually just a robot used to steal people's personal data, and you realize that the government is being controlled by the Fatui's number 2, the Doctor. The Fatui are basically top agents at Shizanaya, aka the Soviet Union. And after that, you decide that it's best to find out a way to shut off the Akasha because it's draining people of your dreams. So you gaslight a top executive of the government into thinking that she's doing the wrong thing, but that fails almost immediately. Anyways, the Doctor's not happy of how you escaped the Matrix and tried to disable the Akasha, so you become public enemy number 1. For the 3rd time. So you went to the furry for some reason to ask for help, but while you're there, the guy with a comically large hat appears out of nowhere and tells you he's gonna become a god with a nose to see Scandal, the fox lady. But then after that you get jumped by guards, and while running you connect to Nahida and realize she's being used as a battery. A fucking battery. Anyways, you cross the border into the desert where you meet Candice. She is basically the guardian of Aru village. The village that takes care of people that have gone in train trying to become. Anyway, somewhere down the road you meet Sino. I don't really know where you meet him because I wasn't paying attention. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about I'll Hate Them, who is basically that strategist that came with the whole almost divine knowledge capsule thing. Yeah, he's gonna be helping you from now on. Anyways, the government wants the same people they deported here back, so now they're committing human trafficking. You stop them and realize that Kusanagi was helping them regain their sanity by giving them dreams. But anyways, that doesn't matter. Let's read the giant pyramid. After raiding the giant pyramid, you realize that the Scarlet King, who is basically the god who got quote-unquote betrayed by the previous god of nature, Greater Lord Rukavata, I can't with these names anymore, based on what the Eremites told us, accidentally released cancer in the form of surveillance knowledge on the world, and tried to sacrifice himself to seal the way with Rukavata, who had to deplete all of her energy and turn into a little girl in the process. I think they're trying to foreshadow something. I don't know. But anyway, there's no time for that because the government is planning on making the guy with the comically large hat. By the way, I know this is an embodiment of the god's power, and that's what the Ventura are after. Anyways, they watched a bit too much Skibbity Toilet and they want to make a Titan of their own. So now you and your team composed of you, I'll Hate Them, Sino, Candice, Dia, aka that one mercenary that almost killed you back at the cafe, the dancer Nilu, who was the person dreaming in the Matrix, and some others, decide to pull a GTA raid on the government building where they're hiding the Titan. Anyways, the plan goes like this. Dia will get you and I'll Hate Them across the border, so you will get yourself captured by I'll Hate Them so he can get into the building and switch up the capsule that gives us a false order to capture Nahida, who escaped. Neil, on the other hand, will start a performance, which is highly banned in Sumeru. This will lead to the Grand Sage issuing the false order, and all the guards will eventually run into Dia and her group, and then they'll begin to box. Sino will then infiltrate the building and confront the Grand Sage in front of Nahida. You then connect to Nahida using the power of plot to tell Nahida that it's time to wake up, because she went on lockdown after she got captured by the doctor. Then you and Nahida, but mainly you, fight the guy with the comically large hat and the Titan suit. Cheese because plot, kick all the government officials out, ban all the Akasha terminals, and become the hero of the nation. For the 4th time. And yeah, that's basically the story of Sumeru. The gameplay basically stayed the same throughout both updates, but the main thing that's changed is the fact that the 7th element, Dendro, has finally been released. And it's pretty good. Just like usual, you got the other elements: wind, rock, lightning, water, fire, and ice. When these elements touch each other, usually it results in. Same thing with Dendro, aka nature. When Dendro reacts with lightning, it makes the next lightning attack more powerful, and if it reacts to fire, you get arson. People have found ways to make characters that were considered useless before the update actually really powerful after the update. But I'm too lazy to tell you this, so go watch someone else's video on TeamCon. It doesn't really matter what characters you want to use if you don't really care about your mental state. For the characters you should get if you want to have an easy time with the game are the meta characters. The meta characters are usually characters that are released latest due to the fact the game has a horrible power creeping problem. But it doesn't matter due to the fact the only way you can get these characters is if you... Gambling, or gacha, is one of the things that appears in someone's head that doesn't play Genshin Impact when they hear the word Genshin. That or pedophiles. Gacha is a household name in the community. Anyways, let me tell you about the banners. No. Banners are like those stores that you walk past where all the good stuff is behind windows, but instead of walking away, you jump 5 whole days with the cash in hopes you get something good, hence gambling. All the stuff in banners are split into 3 ranks: 3, 4, and 5 stars. If you're using anything under 4 stars, then you must have become mentally deranged because you are going to do little to absolutely no damage. Anyways, each banner follows the same rules. If you get to 50 pulls but still don't get a 5 star, your chances of getting a 5 star then go up. and if you don't get one by 90, the game just gives you one. Unless it's the weapon bin where you have to lose twice until you actually get something guaranteed. But wait, there's more! 5-star you get from 90 pulls isn't always guaranteed to be the one that's advertised. This could lead to you dumping 5 whole months of hard work to get the funny funeral director that does big damage only to get this goofy zombie lolly girl. Speaking from experience. But anyways, good luck ever being able to use them properly, because even after you get them, you still have to... Ah yes, the grind. The eternal grind. The grind of this game can be split up into 3 types: the artifact grind, the talent grind, and the weapon and level grind. The artifact grind, technically the worst one, is completely up to RNG, so they have to put RNGs just to make sure that you get the correct artifact with the correct substats. I highly recommend not to grind substats due to the fact that this will cause your brain cells to self-die when you finally get some good substats, only to get fucked over when you realize it's a 4-star, not a 5-star artifact with continuous HP and defense upgrades. Weapon grinding is better due to the fact that you don't actually have to grind substats, but now you have to grind level materials and level books. Level materials and artifacts can be used to upgrade your weapons, and level books can be used to upgrade your character's levels, but these can mainly be obtained through events, story quests, and these blue balls that appears every now and again. And a quick side note, I highly recommend not to level up your characters past level 90, because that usually costs an arm and a kidney. The talent grind is the one that requires you to commit mass murder on already endangered species. This requires you to kill either a wind dragon, Frosty the Snowman's pet wolf, the sussy imposter, the stone frog, the moth lady, a god's role-playing puppet, and a skibbity toilet titan. Luckily, by the time you get these bosses, you already have the power of 3 atomic bombs, which basically means by the time you actually get to them, you're already stacked to absolutely obliterate them. If you made it to the endgame, you're either 6, have a shit ton of free time, on summer vacation, or you're mentally insane and need to be put in an insane asylum ASAP. By the way, remember back in the older Genshin Nutshell video when I said,
in all seriousness, this is one of the few games that I can enjoy at times?
I take back that statement. I hate this game. It took way too much free time from me. I highly recommend not to play this game unless you want to watch half of your free time fade away because it was a fading memory. Anyway, this was my nutshell on this goofy game. And since I made this for you, please like and subscribe, comment something for the algorithm so this can reach more people, and yeah, stay safe.